What you got? Sand bass, first cast.
First cast.
Pretty good one too. Jamie and I are fishing down on the Arkansas River. We're down below the Biomeda Lock and Dam. You can see the lock and dam right there. We're fishing these rock jetties. That was the very first cast. I'm getting ready to wind on some new line. And I just stripped all the old line off and getting ready to wind on some new one. We're going to be fishing with little road runners and little Mickey spoons that Cotton Cordell makes.
Needle nose.
And what do you need, needle nose? We'll have to hunt them up. We don't have nothing ready. We just getting started. We're not even ready, and Jamie throws out there and catch a fish, so.
Where can you get that?
Here. The Arkansas River is one of the most prolific places to fish in the United States. Miles and miles of it, Oklahoma and Arkansas. And of course it runs into the Mississippi right down below us here. But it is just full of fish. These rock jetties, you can come down here and fish these rock jetties, and these fish are in here. You can catch largemouth, you can catch stripers, you can catch black bass, you can catch catfish. It's full of fish. Anybody can catch them. They're not hard to catch. When you're filling the spinning reel, the proper way to make that line come off is to make sure it's coming off the same direction that it's going on your reel. You see what's happening here? My reel is turning to the left. See that reel is turning to the left? Make sure that your line is also coming off to the left. I like to run it through my hands like I'm doing right here to get the proper amount of tension on it. But don't stick a pencil through that thing and let it turn and come off straight or your line's going to be twisted. Put your teeth between your finger and your thumb where you're putting tension on to get it on tight. Make sure it's coming off the same direction that your spool is turning. Most reels turn to the left. A little bit better bass there, Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
Tighten the drag.
Yeah, current, too.
Look at him pull.
What is it?
Largemouth.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Pretty nice largemouth. Look at him go. Oh, in this current, there's something. Holy 8-pound line. That's not a bad fish. A little bitty road runner. Look how small that road runner is and how big that fish is. Got one? You got one, don't you? Boy, there is some bass loaded up right here.
We're waiting for the shad to...
Waiting for the shad to come through, and our baits is coming through instead, aren't they?
Yeah.
Y'all see what we're fishing here? You see this coming out of this bayou here, coming into the river? We're sitting here on the river, and that water is coming out of the bayou into this river, and those bass are loaded up in here, waiting for those shad to come through, and when they do, boy, they get after them. And there's some pretty decent fish in here. There's a lot of little ones in here. Woo! We're catching a lot of little, oh yeah, they're fun. Come here, little, yeah, that's a Kentucky bass. Look how small his mouth is. Come here, baby. Come here.
Nice looking fish.
Pretty little Kentucky bass. Let me show you all the difference. But run the trolling motor, son. Hold us up in there. Let me show you all the difference between a Kentucky bass and a largemouth and get my run rotor out of his mouth. That little chartreuse crawdad has been the hottest color I've come across this year in that little curly tail. I'm throwing a 16th ounce. Of course, you can see the difference in the color on the sides, but a lot of time in muddy water, you can't tell that. You can tell that fish is different color. But right here, if you'll look right down on their teeth, you stick your finger in there. You see this little row of teeth right there, down on their tongue? See his tongue there? Sticking his tongue out at you. See that little row of teeth right there? Right there. You just stick your finger down there and feel that row of teeth, and you got your Kentucky bass. See how fat he is? They're very prolific feeders. Beautiful fish. I'm going to ease him back in the water there.
We on anchor?
I'll tell you, let me just anchor us right here. Old Johnny Reb electric anchor there. Let me just anchor that sucker right here. That's pretty deep. Let out a little extra line. Let's see if that'll hold right there. There's several pretty nice fish running around here. Lots of little ones. Come up here, baby.
Fish. You bit the wrong bait.
You know, there was 4 or 5 or 6 fish there, and that was the littlest one of the whole bunch. I mean, he was the smallest one of the whole bunch. And how, you know, the little ones must be faster, you know, because every time I throw out there, the little ones are the ones that get my bait. You know, a guy could just sit here all day and ain't no telling how many he'd catch.
That's
you
true.
know, because they just come charging through this cut every time. I don't know where they're coming from. If they're laying off out there deep and they see the shad get up in here or something, they come charging through here. There's a whole school of largemouth bass in this area.
That's true.
You got him?
That's a rock.
Woo! Look at that one. That's a good one. Keep it high. Keep it up high. Don't let it get down in the rocks. Keep it up fairly high. They'll hit it right up on top because they're chasing those shads. There's one. That's a little bitty one. Keep it right up on top. There's a couple good fish in there. That just fell right in the boat. Leave it in. Yeah, just. You get him?
Uh-huh.
And so you keep it right up on high there, right up on top of the water. Up in that real shallow water there. Oh, I had one too and lost him.
Need to get your fish out of the boat.
You get him out of the boat.
Get your fish.
I can't get back there. I'm busy running trolling motor. I'm sorry. I can get the rod and reel out of my eye, boy. Fish are on the back side. They're working on them shad, aren't they? Right up in that one spot there, the rocks are only about a foot under the water, and so we're having to keep our bait right up on top of the water. And they're getting that thing right up on top. Just throw it out, wind it in right up on top, and they're attacking that. Boy, I bet they'd eat a spinner bait, or there's another one. Caught him on the upside of the rocks, Jimmy.
You did?
Yeah. I bet they'd eat a spinner bait or a buzz bait up
I
when you're
bet
on
they
bait.
would too.
Here we are coming out. Ow! Stuck a hook right in my hand. Ow.
Ugh.
Here we come
Oh,
out
that
here.
was a nice. Look over there. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice ones back over there.
That's fine. We're going to get back here. We come out here to catch us some sand bass, and here we are, catching largemouth. Hard to beat this Arkansas River now for fishing, I'm telling you.
There's some fish in
Look at them back. Look at them out in there, Jamie.
Yeah.
Right out there. Those could be sand bass out there. I don't know. But it was a good day on the old river, wasn't it, Jamie? We caught us a lot of fish. Thing I like about fishing these jetties too is there's one right there. Thing I like about fishing these jetties is you move a lot. In a summer day like this, he tried to jump in a boat. You see that? You know, those are small fish, but on this light line, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are.
Fishing on these jetties, you run from one jetty to the other. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with that fish. You move from one jetty back to the other, and you know, you can run a little bit, and every now and then you can jump in the water. Jamie's been wanting to jump in all day, and I wouldn't let him. But you catch a lot of fish, you know, and for a summertime day, that ain't bad. And anybody can catch them. You don't have to be the world's greatest fisherman to catch them out here. Get out here on this river.
You proved that, didn't you?
Well, thank you, son. Get you a little road runner. White's a good color. Chartreuse, that chartreuse crawdad. Little Mickey spoons, little hot spots, stuff like that. Things that'll catch anything. Things that'll catch white bass and black bass. And look for these little cuts and the little points of the jetties that come out. It's a good way. Beats going to school, doesn't it?